My name is Drew Erickson. I'm a carpenter out of Anchorage, Alaska, local 1281. I'm an instructor here at our local school, and my tip of the trade today is how to efficiently and safely cut drywall. So we're here at our Anchorage local training center here, and I'm going to show you guys how to cut drywall. All right, so the tip of the trade starts with you needing a T-square. Whenever you're cutting sheetrock, you always want to do your cross cuts first, utilizing the T-square. If you do your rip first, T-square doesn't do you a whole lot of good. And when you're cutting drywall, to be efficient, you want to make sure that you're minimizing movements any chance you get. And the first step to minimizing movements is when I pull out my tape measure to do that, I'm not going to use my pencil to mark this. I'm just going to use my knife because that's the tool I'm going to use to cut it. I'm going to go ahead and put a mark at 20 inches. Put my tape away, and I'm going to slide my square over to that 20-inch mark. Now, in order to safely cut this, it's important to keep your hands out of the way of the square. You want to keep your hand up high and actually use your foot on the bottom to stabilize that square. Start your cut on the top, cut as far as you're comfortable, flip your knife over and cut from the bottom and work your way up. After you've done that, you can put your square behind your sheet or stack next to it. Either way is fine. Then we're going to snap the sheet. We're going to open the sheet up like that. And instead of cutting all the way through, a quicker way is to just about midway, take about a 6 to 8 inch chunk. Then when you go to snap your drywall, place your hand here at the seam and snap it away. That's an effective cross cut. You always want to do your cross cuts before you do your rips. That way your square can work for you. Now we're going to do a small rip. For a rip, you're going to use your typical tape and your knife. I'm going to go with 7 inches in this case. And I'm going to do a 7-inch rip across this sheet. Okay, same story, because we want to minimize movements. I'm going to take the sheet, I'm going to fold it a few times, and I'm only going to cut the first foot of this sheet. Now from here, I can pull that sheet straight up. Instead of walking back and forth or back cutting the back of the sheet and create a bunch of paper trail, it's a much cleaner way to cut your sheet. Depending on where this sheet goes, you may clean up your edges. In this case, it's a starter sheet, I don't need to. I hope that you guys all had a takeaway from this and are able to utilize it in the future on your jobs. And that's my tip of the trade.